My dear ones, gather closer, for tonight I will tell you a tale from the land of the rising sun, Japan. This is the story of a noble prince, a man of great beauty and charm, whose heart yearned for love but often found sorrow. This is the tale of the Shining Prince, Genji. Genji was born into the imperial court, the son of an emperor and a lady of unparalleled beauty. His mother, however, was not favored by the court, and because of this, her life was filled with sadness. When she passed away, Genji was still a boy, and though his father, the emperor, adored him, court politics deemed him unworthy of succession. Though you cannot inherit the throne, my son, the emperor said with a heavy heart, you will always be my shining jewel. And so, Genji was given the title, the Shining Prince, and his life in the court began, a life of privilege, yes, but also of loneliness. As Genji grew older, his beauty and charm became the talk of the court. His voice was like music, his poetry like a spring breeze, and his manners refined beyond compare. Women of the court admired him deeply, though many were forbidden to express their feelings. One of the ways people expressed their emotions was through poetry. Genji often exchanged verses with women in secret, and his words were as enchanting as his appearance. Once, a lady sent him a poem that read, "The moon rises high, yet its light cannot reach my lonely heart." To which Genji replied, "The moon may not reach, but my thoughts cross the heavens to find you." One day, Genji fell in love with a woman who was already married to a powerful court official. She was known as Lady Fujitsubo, a lady of grace and wisdom who reminded Genji of his late mother. Though their love was forbidden, their hearts were drawn to each other like moths to a flame. "We must not do this, Genji," Lady Fujitsubo whispered, her voice trembling. "But my heart cannot deny you," Genji replied. "In my dreams, you are the only star that guides me." And so, they met in secret, their love a bittersweet melody that echoed through the corridors of the palace. But secrets in the court rarely stayed hidden. Whispers spread like wildfire, and though no one dared accuse Genji outright, the air around him grew heavy with judgment. One evening, an elder official approached Genji and said, "You walk a dangerous path, young prince. Even the most radiant stars can fall from the sky." Genji bowed deeply and replied, "I understand your words, but the heart is not so easily tamed." The tension grew unbearable, and Genji was forced to leave the capital, exiled to a distant province. Exile was a harsh teacher, but it gave Genji time to reflect. Away from the intrigues of the court, he began to see the fleeting nature of beauty and power. One night, as he sat by the sea, he wrote these words, "The waves crash endlessly, yet the shore remains. So, too, shall my spirit endure." Over time, the emperor's heart softened, and Genji was allowed to return to the capital. But he was not the same man who had left. He had learned humility, patience, and the value of simplicity. In his later years, Genji became a figure of wisdom and calm. He no longer sought fleeting pleasures but instead focused on building harmony in his life. Yet, even in his peace, there was a lingering sadness, a reminder of the loves he had lost and the choices he had made. Now, my dear ones, tell me, what do you think we can learn from the tale of Genji?
I know. If you don't want trouble, just don't talk to pretty ladies at all.
Ah, John, you always find a way to make things sound so simple. But no, my boy, that is not the lesson. The tale of Genji teaches us that love and life are filled with joy and sorrow, and it is how we face these moments that defines who we are. It also reminds us that even the brightest stars must one day fade, so we must cherish the time we have and act with kindness and wisdom. And now, my friends watching from afar, what did you learn from this story? Share your thoughts with me in the comments section. If you wish to hear more stories and words of wisdom, subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, like and share this video. There are so many tales yet to tell, and I look forward to sharing them with you.